Hi, everybody. This is Michael, your friendly neighborhood school librarian in training, and I would like to share with you a little bit today about Teaching Books, which is a great resource if you're looking to integrate comic books and graphic novels into your teaching and learning. So, what I'd like to do is share with you a little bit today about Teaching Books. If you are a South Carolina teacher, then this is available to you through Discus and the South Carolina Department of Education. If you are affiliated with USC, then you have access to this through the USC libraries. And Teaching Books is a really great place to find some resources to go along with your lessons. If you already have a book that you're interested in or a graphic novel, then you can go ahead and type it in, but I'm going to have us move through the browse button today because I want to show you how to get to a couple of places. The first one is to come over here to book, and then uh, in genre, graphic novel is actually one of the genres that they have, and then you'll see that it'll start populating with just the graphic novels. So they actually have 48 of them in here. And you can see that it has really, really good options for the series. And then you can also see that with each book, there are a number of resources. So New Kid here has 60 resources. March Book 1 has 40 plus resources. They Call This Enemy has 45 plus resources. We're going to take a look at a couple of these. So here we're going to go into March Book 1. And you can see that there are some sort of fun, just sort of silly activities. There's a jigsaw puzzle that you can do with the book cover. There's also a word search. And then in their resources that they've collected to go along with the graphic novel merch, then you can see those. And they have some original resources which are sometimes helpful if the authors have unusual names or names that you're not sure about how they pronounce. They actually have some of those, or you can hear their names actually pronounced. They also have some videos very often that go with the authors. And then in this book guides, activities, and lessons is where I found some really, really nice resources to go along with a graphic novel. In particular, they have some good ones that are these book specific ones. The ones that are sort of generic are much more like templates. So this story map one, you can see, I'll click on it, and you can create a leveled template for your students. And this is the template that you'll actually work on to create, and you can save that. But again, the book specific ones is where I found some really nice pieces. This book specific one for March is from the American Library Association, and you can see that they have specific discussion questions that go with a number of books. And then this one is a teacher's guide that comes directly from the publisher. And it is a fantastic guide to go along with the graphic novel and would be a great resource to use. You can actually see it's got some standards alignment with Common Core and social studies standards, and then some activities that are specific. And so this is a really nice resource to take a look at. If we go back and take a look at another graphic novel that we have, like When Stars Are Scattered, you can see that it has 50 plus resources. Again, has some of those little activities. There's even an ebook preview, those original resources that are like the template ones, some author interviews. There's a book trailer that goes with this one. And then here are those activities. Again, these create a lesson ones are the template sort of ones. And then these that are specific from the publisher, uh, I have found tend to be the better ones. So let's take a look at one of those. And this is an educator's guide. So they curated a bunch of resources from across the web for the specific graphic novels that you might consider using. This one looks like it has fantastic lesson plans that go along with it. So I hope you found that helpful of ways to take a look at using the resources from teaching books and how you might can integrate those, whether you're an ELA or a social studies teacher, in the lessons you're trying to create with graphic novels and comic books.